Hey, what's up? Hope you guys are having a good day. Welcome to episode 3 of my Minecraft Let's Play series, where we build cool stuff, beat up bad guys, especially Endermen, and most importantly, chill out with some video games. Just before we get into the video, I want to tell you guys about a cash giveaway I'm doing on the channel. My first 2 episodes in this series got so much support, I want to return the favor. All you really have to do to enter is comment. The person with the best comment will win. The prize will be $10 if this video gets 50 likes, $20 if this video gets 100 likes, and let's just get crazy for a second and say if this video gets 1,000 likes, I'll give the person with the best comment $50. I know $10 and $20 isn't a ton of money, but I just wanted to do something to say thanks. You don't even have to subscribe. Obviously, I hope you do, but it is not a requirement. I will choose the best comment next Monday. And I'm sorry, but last thing I want to say before I get into the video is that I have never done a giveaway before, and in fact, I only started YouTube last month. So I thought I would transfer the money through PayPal, but if there's a better way, please let me know down below. So here I am, mining. Personally, I really enjoy mining in this game, but I feel like it's really boring for the viewer, so I tried to edit out the unimportant stuff and keep in moments that are either essential for the series, like finding the resources that I need, like iron or coal, or if I get into some excitement. Obviously, that's some noteworthy stuff, so I keep that in. But I guess as the series goes on, I'll have a better understanding of how to edit these videos. I found a mob spawner down here, but since I have one already closer to my house, I'm gonna destroy this one and take some XP. And holy shit, some diamonds! Brilliant. I love diamonds, and because we don't have a fortune pickaxe yet, and because these diamonds won't be easy to find again, I'm gonna take them now. Before we left the mineshaft, I took some chains. I might have some prisoners later on, and since I don't have a jail or dungeon yet, I'll probably need these to set the tone right. I took some mossy cobblestone and then headed up. When I was back on the surface, I did some work on the house. Now, what I do next, I will show you guys once, but I do not want to talk about it later. I had the urge to build something, so I started, but I had no plan. When it was completed, I turned the game off. I went to church and confessed because I had made an abomination and was completely ashamed. I destroyed this building later, and we will speak of this no more. Next, I decided to break some of the windows upon my observation deck to expand my sky fort. Man, this thing's gonna be epic. I got big plans for this baby. First things first was to build a cool hallway path from the bedroom inside the observation room to whatever the next room was gonna be. At some point during tower construction, I guess I remembered how pathetic our current farm was, so I began building across the river. Over on the other side of the river was a ton of space, and it wouldn't require a ton of terraforming either. It was also in between our tower and the nearest village, so as my territory grew, I got closer to that village. Not the one I made enemies with, though, the village I actually like. During the Great Farm expansion, current livestock numbers were depressingly low. Before these pens were created, I believe the number was 2, 1 chicken and 1 cow. For that reason, I focused on building pens for livestock, specifically cows, chicken, and sheep. The main reason I built these pens, yes, of course, was for meat. Not having a reliable meat farm on your Minecraft world is a pretty clear indicator that you, my friend, are broke in that world, buddy. So yes, I wanted to escape Minecraft poverty. But I also needed a lot of beefy boy cows for leather so I could build books for a library so I can start enchanting, and I need sheep so I can have access to all the different color wool. Yes, the sunset. Nothing like a setting star after a laborious day in the fields. My hands are dirty and my feet are tired. I arose the next day with a light bulb above my head. Another idea for a building. It was going to sit next to my farm and eventually store resources gathered from the slaughter of my livestock. Columns were set, walls installed, and then whilst traveling around my property, grabbing tools and whatnot, I quickly and very shamefully destroyed the building that we do not speak about. Shh. I put windows at the corner of this building, which lay directly above the edge of the river. I think it'll come in handy when I decide to enjoy a nice view. I mean, come on. I know my world is already full of nice views, but the more the merrier. That's what Charlie Sheen always says. So for the rest of the day, I put in as much of the roof as I could before the sun went down. I slept through the night, and the next morning I woke up with violent thoughts. I had somehow soul switched with John Wick and eliminated a skeleton and a creepy creeper. Trust me, they deserved it. They should just count themselves lucky the Minecraft gods didn't spawn them as Endermen, or they would have had it much worse. Anyone revisiting this channel from a prior episode understands how we treat Endermen on this channel. God, Endermen are the worst. And the very next day, you gave it away. So the very next day, I went back to the new farming building, and I put in this wonderful staircase. Believe it or not, this actually took me about 15 minutes, maybe even 20. I do not know why, but I just could not get the measurement right. Eventually, I got it to fit just right. It worked just as a staircase should. As you can see, if you take a look at the screen for a moment, please, it successfully brings me up and then back down again. Science, bitch! Running low on resources again, I went on a mission to the cold depths of my private mind. While I was down here, I dug my staircase deeper. Ultimately, I wanted to get this baby to level -53 so I could easily and safely run down my staircase and quickly get to the coordinate that would give me the best chances of finding diamonds. Or at least that's what Google told me. This would definitely increase the efficiency of my Minecraft operations. Eventually, I dug into a cave, explored a little, picked up some easy resources, and what do you know, somehow it connected to the mine shaft we found in episode 2. I'm gonna spend the next minute or so mining, so while I let the video run, I want to take a second and say thank you, especially if you're watching this far. If you're watching this far, you're the best, and I really appreciate you guys. You guys are the best. Remember the giveaway, I'm very excited about it, I hope you are too. If you liked the video so far, please like, comment, subscribe. Dropping an RKO on the like button or a nuclear bomb on the subscribe button helps me more than you know. So if you want, that's how you can help me out. Back to the video, and I found diamonds! Motherfucking diamonds! Diamonds, bitch! Excuse me, sorry about that. I don't know what that was. I don't know who that was. It must have been a crazy person or something. So after snagging some diamonds and coal and other resources, I got the hell out of Dodge. While I was on the surface world, I got my thumbs green and I got my hands dirty. Earlier on in the video, I expanded my meat farm, but now it was time for me to expand the produce farm. I planted whatever seeds I had on me at the time. I didn't really care what was growing, I just wanted to get some momentum in the crop department. It was starting to fall behind compared to all my other departments. You can't have that. I made the seed bed bigger, built some walls for added security, and then I installed some wooden slabs so I could walk across my crops without falling in the irrigation system. So I did learn in later videos, I could have put these slabs on the block below so I could walk on a flatter surface and the water would still occupy the same block with the slab, keeping the seed bed hydrated, but I didn't know it at the time, and I will soon learn that there are many updates that I'm unaware of, and this is very exciting. After doing some work in the crop department, I headed over to the meat department and I put in some extra hours. I only created the foundation of what was to come, and I had to keep working if I wanted it to be big time. I went back to the farmhouse and I put some more windows in. Honestly, I wanted to build this thing fast and I didn't want another lengthy project added to our to-do list. We had a lot to do. After using all the windows I headed back to the tower and resumed work on where this video first started. The Sky Fort! I began with laying down the outline of the floor. My objective was to build a base of operations up in the sky. I wanted to later be able to look at the sky and see a floating fortress. I went downstairs to get resources, and I was minding my gosh tootin' business when I got attacked by a wannabe jacker. He died, and then I retaliated on his friends. Whether they had anything to do with it or not, I didn't care. I was coming for any affiliated parties. I was cutting heads off first and asking questions never. I created a mutiny. Once they began infighting, it was only a matter of time. I cut them down, I collected the rewards, and left them to rot. Now it was time to head back up and finish what we started at the beginning of the episode. And by the way, take a look at this. The view from down here is really cool, or at least I think. I can't wait for you guys to see how it looks later. I used lapis and redstone blocks to fill in the floor with a multicolored pattern. I was actually unable to put the last redstone block in, but I filled it with a lapis block until I had the material. So the floor is done, the pattern's sick, the colors are cool, and it's only looking up from here. So at this point in the video, it's unfortunately closing time! One last go for alcohol! Yeah, It's that time. Once I start singing, it's time for me to stop recording. This video is unfortunately about to conclude. But hey, we started the episode expanding the Sky Fortress. We then built an entire meat company and finished with the completion of the Sky Fort floors. If you want to see the previous episodes, they're all up on the channel. Episode 4 is coming out this week, probably on Friday. I'll keep you up to date in the community tab on YouTube. So for now, it's farewell, goodbye, and peace out.